Ajebo, oni Odo Broni, Akosua Serwaa, side chick, main wife, problem na court no, and ne, ni nyina ba wiye.
Mami ati fraba Ghana ni. Sawo koko 22 inside. What's not on team? Ade. Eba da bay. Any ana swami anti.
A man who is interested in the story already knows the verdict. According to the court to the ruling, no, omo patre say, omo mi enu nyina no, Lumba ware omo. The differentiating factor was say, Akosua Broni die no, na ordinance marriage, basically a court marriage into no. Says a court marriage in Wawa, then that makes her the official legal wife. Ghana court judge and see there be. The document on what they buy looks like an extract as a court record say Lumba ni Odo Broni were in 1991, if I'm not mistaken about the data. So I don't know diminion to unless on the official content kind of marriage certificate, which I think Akosua Serwaa couldn't provide.
Essentially, what she said is so many now. Akosua Serwaa approach our dear no need to.
Now, when it comes to Abrochiria, was some places, US, for example, because I was kind of asking around. Maybe say picking out or no more DSC in Kurano. You will sign it digitally. So which means that you have a digital marriage certificate. But was that Ghana, pen to paper, Italy could the same thing. I'm thinking say Germany could because maybe say Fresica, Francis was saying okay, the same thing. So I say a pen to paper. So that pen to paper now, marriage, whatever, a demand. And nanka Ghana judge no or but and I'm saying an intimia mentina near they buy an extract, because of that, untimi accept it, no friend, so say extract, you can say a valid, you can say marriage certificate here. A bit me actually say on no mum never finds a illegal wife. So then that becomes an issue. What do I say?
No, can't certificate. That is the decision of the court. The rest is up to the family to decide on the way to go.
So that is the reason why in the judgment and the bar say, okay, right now, because of that, technically, Akosua Serwaa lose on that front, but Omami enu nyina anam say your customary marriage ye worry omo ofie ntino Omami enu nyina no can be widows. Now the fact of widowhood was not before the court. What I say basically what be kai the thing no court no almost start is omo year like almost set date omo year omo nhye ye with abusia panyin friend is abusia panyin jachan ya be referee to park abusia panyin to park abusia we all know and then almost start is by 6 December na gombe ye na Akosua Broni de injunction beto so say ye kwaso munyamo na mane sin and then omo try fight the injunction because one illegal wife blah 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 who follow story now. A man who follow don't really care about this video, but for a man who follow, those are the folks that will update on this. And then the cocoa reaction back and forth court to Sana for the Drew baby because it become mention move at the end from 6th to 13th. Which 6th to 13th no really isn't date be I was date as a muchesa. Because based on other documents and other year may read you online, they say Lumba money be exams during that period that they can't come. So imagine say we exams now one mess up papa or a legend like that that is not good. So what the family of Akosua Serwaa ne Lumba sister numbi no more expecting and they say nka year no ko fan next year March. So there was even a flyer moving around on social media and I suggested say a year was going to start. I think 10th March was going to be the state burial and then a betwoma and then at least. So by that time there is ample amount of time, amount for so much leave, leave, exams, so we're reading the kind. But right now, court and I can say right now, it looks like that if say truly exams and can't come because at the 13th date, it looks like that no mube used to at the year, say a year done will be the 13th. What I say?
Na adansi dia sa baaye ehwe ni nyina say Priscilla Ofori aye Fred Odo Broni no so nsema wono ebeka na dance ni eye baako pe e na bedi dance ye na nsaba okaka no court ni hu say na dance die mu no na oye no kwafo efisa nsaba okaka no esisi so pepepe e won krata semu enti wo hwe ye no na ya mpa say Daddy Lumba any President Ofori eso ware eye 2010 no ya customary marriage.
Now this whole wahala no it brings another serious question say right now no, if the Ghana say what warrior based on this judgment you know, but warrior no doesn't really look safe because if there's a bear money team for what you say ko ware for busuan panyin foforo ko different person fee cause we hu ba foforo ko ware na then technically no busuan nipa no ko ware ne second really isn't a side check or no so yere because Ghana and I think that the judge ni chiri say wa warrior types miensa nkramufuo de which you can marry as a fool as saying and then customary de and ordinance de dey one person is to one person and then customary de no so betima ware bebre. So if that is the case then really do we have side check in Ghana? Really? Do we?
And the court no egitum say Akosua Serwaa no e Daddy Lumba eyere o ware no amane ne amamre kwemu 1991 and 2010 so no Daddy Lumba so e ware eye President Ofori Odo Broni 2010 and also eye amane ne amamre kwemu
because my menini pa we na wo ho na ma ware na se me kofa mabusu apanyi me de ne ko abusu we fie na me kokko ware ni different lady a na so babe ka ho a then basically no enye side check thing and if the law allows that then really the term side check no yenyan ware one side check na well that is true yenyan ware one side check no but nipa na fa chire ko ware side check na onye side check bi basically even those wa ware wo no wa be ka ho a wa ware two to wait ma ware dudu bi a ope Ghana mra no I think the mra na time aso esi bibi film I don't know what, but I see as a film. It's crazy.
Nemum near court no so onyin to mo say awarija ye bai ebusua panyin ekoka na ode ensam omde bai ne kire say eyade a Akosua Serwaa ahye na lawyer for say aware no ontimi ware biom 2018 wa kire letter o kire krata na lawyer for kire de koma Daddy Lumba say ontimi ware biom nti osusu say aware ne gui court no kire say Emra omofre expert person from Mensia a yesafo kantaka bae no and some a okan no edane di say se ware wa amane ne amamre kwemu a nipa mienu entimi ngu aware nempo se maame Akosua Serwaa ehya ase se obegu aware na amre okokan abusuafo na wo so omtenase no omka asem no da sa asem no anye yi a anse na omegu aware enti sa krata no ogitum se ampa eye maame Akosua Serwaa ono na hya na lawyer for so omontwe nemmom na ye process or the start here enya ade aware ni guye enti ogitum se Akosua Serwaa eda so ye Daddy Lumba yere eye amane ne amamre eye customary marriage no.
Now, you see all these verdicts in the buy, court what they scenes are buziama vo na o my show. But this brings the day now on Beye, which is if 13th now. Well, buy a sports stadium one. If Akosua Serwaa decides to come, if Odo Broni decides to come, there's going to be friction. And the friction isn't because of Omami, the friction will be because of a man for more each side. Basically, fans of Akosua Serwaa and fans of Odo Broni. If someone babeshia, regardless of how Odo Broni and Akosua Serwaa pese ye ne kono, these fans might escalate things. And if that happens, it's going to be a sad thing for a legend like Daddy Lumba. It's going to be a very sad thing. So if that okay, 1 week, how Odo Broni kokochia, you can say, Mammy Akosua Serwaa sema na mo hagi or mu and stuff no. If they be behind the scenes, no mu yoku, or mo ti omo ho ase a. Problem ni ho. They can maybe release a joint statement, do a video, talk about maybe a year no there, they call baby aboni apem no mama boni ne mpem ho ana video mo nko omanim. If that is the case, problem ni ho. A man for ne what each size fans ni basically no. They can understand that and appreciate that and maybe be a wide fin be as or they baby fight and as be a bit disruptive, you know. If those people no will stop. But if that doesn't happen, then that becomes an issue. What I say, that becomes a beefy up security because things might escalate.
Or say, expert no be catch the court and say asante amane ne amamre mu no. Say o ware wo be ma bi. Na say be ma ni wu. Na busuafo no say o ye niema bi a na nsem fata ansa na be ma ni wu ya. Abusuapanyin no anasa busuafo betima ka che say sai ku na no kra ye ma wonye. Eno o pe wu mpo gisa okọ patcho. Enti no say the issue of widow who say obeye kuna no enye entitlement enye say eye me right ma warranty me kuta na mmom eye amane ne amamre ene abusua kro a wuwom ene ye be kire say ampa wo na wo ye kuna ni a wo so ye.
And based on this verdict, if there's a Mahama Akosua Serwaa ma, well abusua, that is that. But if there's a or decide so things can escalate. What you say? And right now, and I'm so you can't tell Mahama Akosua Serwaa not to come. Say 1 week, by a possible. Say this a year na nkasa so there. If so betimia, then November. Now in court proceedings in there, normal will be not happen. I'm not going to go over that because talking about say Lumba Mahama Akosua Serwaa there's documents and then dispute. There are so many things here happening here, which all of them, no majority of it, case anything by a could pay or that should tell you say nay you're back and forth too much. In all this, there is really one person. You see, when it comes to Odo Broni, you gotta feel sorry for the lady. Mahama Akosua, you have to feel sorry for both of them, but on a different scale. What I say? Mahama Akosua was yes, one in 91. Abusia, so you be a started bra 91 like that. And I said 2010 year, obviously a different person. And I said, oh, effort to energy, we are there, shen, we be crown now, buan, man, the Dean Lumba, no, Lumba, it has obeyed Lumba. And then, what this record, they will not feel like a different lady, and then going, on your new mom, yeah. Mahama, you have to feel for the, Mahama Akosua Serwaa. But Daddy Lumba, you can say, Odo Broni is one girl. Odo na atene nipa no time o yare wa hwe no Lumba rena ne na wo mansia. And if you say oni any right if you are a side checker, that is a little disrespectful too. If the judge doctor can say judgment you dey buy chere so mommy no nyina ya yere no ma. What you say? It's not ideal, but again you have to feel sorry for both of them from you got away. One person one man who quite my destiny I escalated more than is really one person. And you need to pack. A daddy Lumba na nkasa. A legend like that, based on no man now, knowing how worry me, and there are some people crying out during the court a year say as Lumba cross started grooming a cry as Odo Broni at the age of 14. So I don't know, I'm in artists, but I'm not saying so I ring what I say, but I'm saying say Odo Broni only is out like I think it was a 35 or a 36 or 30. I don't know. Mom move following there, Lumba know all the power to kind of stop this, even time and not sabi or tiasi. Send a buyer who free man the chin conquer basa send a CIA. What I say, and Lumba failed to do that. Now when it comes to this case now, no one really talks about Lumba. Everyone, Odo Broni or a side chick, Akosua Serwaa, or Nipan Yaran telling home, into the day, over so I'll be a widow who deben. You see, but they leave the person a cause of this whole mess, out of the conversation. Why? Because of a legend or a dead Lumba. So they don't talk much about him. But everything be a cause to be on the fourth one. He should have done better. And the fact is that when Timian resolve this situation, time and not yasano, and I'm winning about. Mami, what your comment section as well? Do you think that the judgment was fair? And I said, nah. Because I know they were breaching. Oh, yeah, BB, and I say even more original now. Oh, Koba Bia, it's a court and a commune, whatever, and that's what pay a document of Nebia Mayana. They will give it to you. And that's a valid document. You can use it within Abia country now, Germany, Italy, France, whatever. But if it's a true Ghana and that's a legit BMA, because there's an extractor, then what are we saying? Do we always need pen to paper? This day and age, I owe me. Let me watch your comment section as well. Thanks for watching. Abuja Taptap Send, the #1 mobile app for Boga 4. I almost send this car coffee. This month, So who send this car coffee 200 people. You better pick at random. Skabia be send biano. You better send this escalating my back. Ewa app num. I'll bet me sending the full free of charge. Eba exchange rate on what was so. Open source send this can any panesa can in tema bushia instantly in panesa beka. A year you are pretty much everywhere. Easy, fast, convenient for everybody. Very easy to use. No one is wakwa Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Now wakwa download Taptap Send their 2 phones. So what they send this car for the first time as a code Magraheb Magraheb. Go shame. You best see $10. They can scan our sending home. Taptap Send it. There's a win you saw. I was you are missing out because November crown you more 200% money back. Now imagine it happen December. Always excitement. Do you Taptap Send there? Me recommend them out heavily. And one of me use to. And intermit me I recommend them out say was to use to so use to.
Taptap Send. Papa no.